Hi, welcome to Moments with Molly, and I'm Molly. And I thought today we would continue with more healing scriptures. Um, I thought it was very interesting in that in the New Testament, in the third epistle that John wrote, um, he says in 3 John 1:2, Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. I personally have always thought that physical and emotional health went together. If you think about it, when you're not feeling well physically, your mind gets a little, wacky too. Well, we tend to get depressed or cranky or uh, just like our kids do when they're little and they are ill. They're not at their best. And when we're emotionally disturbed, I and by that I don't mean mentally ill, but I mean upset or even some emotional disorders or mental illnesses. We do neglect to take care of our bodies, and we do have a tendency to become ill more often. So I think that John and I agree on that. And I've always felt that way. And I Psalms 147:3 says, He healeth the broken in heart, and bindeth up the physical and emotional. Healing, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. He healeth the broken in heart, and bindeth up their wounds. And like I said before, I've always felt that emotional and physical healing went hand in hand. And from the Psalms again, verse 3 in 103, Psalms 103, verse 3 states, because 1 and 2 are verses that are blessing the Lord's holy name, which we really need to do, and to thank Him for not just for healing our bodies and our minds, but for every single thing that we have. Verse 3 states, Who forgiveth all their iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases. This says, He heals all our diseases. Some? No, all. And don't ask me why sometimes we don't get healed. I think God has many ways, as I've said before, of healing. It can be instantaneous, miraculously. It can be a process. He can use doctors. He can instruct you on things that you need, just like when Jesus took the dirt and He spat in it and He rubbed it on the blind man's eyes and He said, Go and wash. When was his eyes healed? He told him to go and wash and his eyes would be healed. And they were, because after he washed them, he could see. Now, I don't know the exact moment that his eyes were healed, but I don't think they were healed until he obeyed. And I know from this last healing that I had, I certainly was not healed until I obeyed and did what the Lord said to do as far as my eating was concerned. And I thank Him for that. I thank him for every time he's touched my body and healed it. And I don't know why everybody's not healed every time, but I know one thing. I can say God has touched my body many times and God has healed me of many things. And, might not make frontline news with anybody else or headlines with anybody else, but it sure got my attention. And I thank God for that. I thank him for that. Well, that's it for today. I think we'll take a little break. Those are just a few of the scriptures dealing with healing. I would suggest, oh, excuse me, I have an itch right there. I would suggest that if you need healing, that you spend time reading these healing scriptures, the 89 that I gave you. There are many more, as I said. Spend time reading them and meditating on them. And if you can get one of the tapes that there used to be a lot more around, and I guess I should say CDs now instead of tapes. Showing my age here. Oh, honey, listen, I remember 8 tracks. Anyway, I would suggest that you, if you can find one or order one, that you get a CD. And if you need healing, play that during the day when you're alone and doing your housework or whatever. Or if you work outside the home, then get the CD and listen to it as you go to bed and go to sleep. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I would love to hear your comments. So leave them below. And you can subscribe and be notified of each new video by hitting the subscribe button and the little bell icon to get notified. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.